Hello, Internet. I just wanted to talk about the fact that I'm having an awful day. Um, all the littlest things are going wrong. I had a fight with my boyfriend. I burnt myself on some mac and cheese and spilt it everywhere, and then I had to go clean out the microwave. Of course, the mac and cheese had a hole in it, so the container. And then I freaking ran out of tissues because I was crying from fighting with my boyfriend. And then I had these paper towels that are really cheap, and I just bought them for cleaning. They're the only ones I had. And because sometimes I would use tissues, but I ran out of those to help clean up the mac and cheese, and then burnt myself again. And I busted ass on the floor trying to get to the paper towels. And it's just been one of those mornings / days, because it's really not the morning anymore. I also have my scuba class today, which I'm not looking forward to because I've had a lot of struggles in scuba diving. When I was younger, it wasn't a serious situation, but I almost drowned. And I know you're like, how is that not a serious situation? It wasn't like I was in the middle of the ocean or something like that. I was in a pool, I had supervision, but I had taken my floaties off and slid down the slide into the deep end, and that was the first time I really felt scared being in water. Growing up, I was always very comfortable in water and things like that, and let me take a sip of some water. My parents would call me a fish. I was in the water so much. But after that, things kind of changed, and I noticed I went tubing once, and it was just in a lake, but I flew off, and I was in the middle of the water just swimming, and I was panicking, just absolute sheer terror. Just for more of something coming up underneath and getting me. And a lot of people have that fear. It's not necessarily, I guess it has to do with the open water, but I could see land and I don't get seasick or anything. It was just the whole not really being in control of your surroundings. I have a big trouble with that. So anyway, scuba diving has been a big issue. I'm trying to get certified right now. It's a class taken through my college. So we did all the bookwork stuff. Now we're in the pool doing stuff, and it gets progressive every time. So if I was a little bit uncomfortable with something last time, I'm going to have to do that plus more the next time. So it's kind of frustrating, and it's also very fast-paced. And right now it's counting for a credit for my college. So it's I get a credit for a class plus I get certified. It's a win-win. The only problem is I'm having issues. The thing is, you have to prepare in case your mask gets knocked off and your regulator, which is the thing you breathe on, gets knocked off. And when things go into the water, when you put them back on, you have to clear them. So with your mask, you do mask clears, and regulator, you do regulator clears. You'll learn more about this if you do anything like it. But so having to learn that, basically there's different exercises. The easiest ones are just taking your regulator out. You have to keep breathing, you have to blow bubbles, because the rule of scuba diving is always breathe normally. Put it back in, clear it, and it's fine. It's just a little poof, and then it clears and you can start breathing again. Well, the one that terrifies me the most is the filling up my mask. You have to fill up your mask, let it sit, and then clear it. You have to take off your mask with your regulator, then put it back on. And then the worst one, you have to take off your mask, take off your regulator, put it back on, and clear them. And it's just kind of frustrating. I feel like in a life or death situation, I will get it under control, but as far as when I have the option to just kind of swim up, I want to do that. So yeah, and I finally got a hold of it and doing it better in the shallow end, and then recently we've moved into the deep end, and that's where I found the biggest struggle for me. So I really don't even want to go anymore. I kind of just want to quit on the whole deal, because in the pool it's one thing, but to know that I'm probably going to have to do something like that in real life and it could end my life if I don't do it properly scares the hell out of me. And I'm not even going in with the mentality of, oh, I'll never have to do it, because I know I will, because even when we're in the pool, people like kick me with their flipper and like I'll lose my regulator in the freaking pool. And I know the ocean's like bigger and whatnot, but the thing with scuba diving is it's very hard, especially with all the equipment and stuff on, to really kind of see completely around you, especially even in your mask. You have a blind spot if you don't have the completely clear mask, if you have like ones with the black on the side like I do. Then it's hard to kind of see everything around you, and you might just accidentally hit someone and they lose their mask, or their mask fills up with water or whatnot. So anyway, it's just been like a really rough morning, and I just kind of wanted to vlog about it, not to like be negative, but to let you guys know that it's okay to have bad days. I have them all the time. It's completely normal. Just do what you can to make it as good as possible. I don't even think it's healthy to really go somewhere with such a bad mentality. Like, I'm going to be going to my scuba class, but I'm going to go anyway for the off chance that it's the one good thing that happens today. I remember when I did kind of conquer those fears and stuff the first time in the shallow end, I felt like I was on top of the world, and I want that feeling again, so I'm going to try and do it in the deep end again, but it's awful. Like, it's hard not having your nose fill up with water, and if you open your eyes, it's like, oh my god, and you're just trying to breathe on this regulator. Remember to breathe normal. Like, it's a lot of stress, and we do more and more exercises each time, like buddy breathing, rescues, things like that, that really mentally,